Just think for a second about how much our world has, well, already changed. Algorithms are everywhere. They shape the news you see. They help doctors with diagnoses, even guide our cars sometimes.
Yeah, artificial intelligence isn't some like far-off sci-fi thing anymore.
Exactly. It's here, it's now. It's actually a really fundamental part of our daily lives. So for this deep dive, we're not going to get bogged down in like super technical jargon. We want to get straight to the core, really understand artificial intelligence based on the info you shared with us.
Absolutely. Our goal today is pretty straightforward. Give you a clear, insightful picture of what AI really is, how it might affect jobs, what the real concerns are.
And why it's so important to be clued in right now.
Precisely. And we've got some great material here, definitions, explorations of impact. That's good stuff.
Okay, let's get into it then. So at its heart, AI, based on what we've seen, is really about machines. Or computer programs, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Getting the ability to do tasks that normally need, well, human intelligence.
Right, we're talking about learning from data, understanding language, and not just commands, but like understanding it.
Yeah, spotting patterns in huge amounts of information, making decisions, solving complex problems.
And what's really key to grasp, I think, is that AI isn't just one single monolithic thing. It's more like an umbrella term. It covers a bunch of different fields.
Right, like saying sports, Could be football, could be swimming. So AI has its specialisms. First up, machine learning, or ML.
Ah, yes.
ML.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting for me because it's not about coding every single tiny step.
Exactly. Machine learning is this branch of AI where machines learn directly from data. They find patterns, they get better over time, but you haven't explicitly programmed them for every single scenario.
Okay, so like those YouTube or Netflix recommendations, that's ML figuring out what I might want to watch next based on my history.
That's a perfect example. Or, spam filters in Gmail, same principle. The system learns what looks like junk based on what users flag. It adapts. Huh. And the real-world uses are already pretty huge then.
Oh, definitely. Credit card companies use it constantly for fraud detection, spotting weird patterns really fast. Amazon suggesting products.
Right, the people who bought this also bought.
That's sophisticated ML right there.
Yeah.
Even predicting stock market trends often relies heavily on these kinds of learning algorithms.
Okay, so that's learning. What about language? We've got natural language processing, NLP. This is about computers getting a handle on human language, right? English, Spanish, whatever.
Exactly. And it's about understanding, not just recognizing words.
Yeah.
It's grasping the meaning, the context, the intent behind what's said or written.
So chatbots like ChatGPT, that's NLP in action, having those surprisingly normal conversations.
A prime example. They're getting incredibly good at understanding nuances and generating human-like text.
And things most of us use daily, like Alexa or Siri, that's NLP too, interpreting my mumbled commands.
Yep. That's NLP, taking your speech, figuring out what you mean, and trying to give a relevant response. Google Translate, too, a massive NLP application helping bridge language gaps.
Wow. And beyond just talking to our phones?
Oh, yeah. It's transforming customer service with automated bots. It's making global translation way more accurate. And there's something called sentiment analysis.
Sentiment analysis.
Basically, figuring out the emotional tone behind text. Like, are customer reviews positive or negative? Companies use NLP for that.
Okay, so machines can learn, they can understand language. What about seeing? That brings us to computer vision, right?
Spot on. Computer vision is all about training computers to interpret and understand visual information, images, videos, that kind of stuff.
So when Facebook suggests tagging my friends in a photo?
That's computer vision identifying faces it recognizes.
Or unlocking my phone just by looking at it?
Yep, facial recognition. That's computer vision matching your face to its stored data. Even traffic cameras reading license plates, that's CV doing its thing.
And it's not just for, like, convenience stuff. The sources mentioned healthcare.
Huge applications there.
Yeah.
Analyzing medical images, x-rays, CT scans to help doctors spot potential issues, sometimes things a human eye might miss.
Wow.
And obviously, self-driving cars rely massively on computer vision to see the road, pedestrians, other vehicles.
Right, makes sense. And security, too, I suppose.
Yeah, AI-powered surveillance is becoming much more sophisticated in analyzing video feeds.
Okay, got it. Then there's robotics. This is where the AI gets a physical body, essentially.
Pretty much. It's about designing and building AI-controlled machines, robots that can perform tasks in the physical world, often intelligently and autonomously.
And again, this isn't just sci-fi. We're talking about manufacturing robots, right? Assembling cars.
Absolutely. That's a classic example. But also Surgical robots assisting surgeons with incredible precision.
Surgical robots, wow.
Mhm. And those delivery or warehouse robots you see companies like Amazon using. That's AI-powered robotics handling logistics.
So the applications are really broad.
Incredibly broad. Industrial automation, military and defense uses, even space exploration. Think Mars rovers navigating autonomously. That's robotics plus AI.
Okay, so putting it all together, AI isn't this one big brain. It's more like a toolkit, a team of specialists.
That's a great way to put it.
You've got machine learning, the learner, NLP, the communicator, computer vision, the observer, and robotics, the actor.
Exactly. Each plays a unique role, and often it's the combination of these fields that leads to the really powerful applications we're starting to see, changing how we do, well, almost everything.
Okay, so now for the really big question. The one I know is on a lot of people's minds. With all this smart tech, are we going to lose our jobs? Is AI coming for them? It's definitely crossed my mind.
Yeah. It's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it's really complex. The information we have suggests it's definitely not a simple yes or no. It's nuanced.
All right, because on one side, it seems pretty obvious that AI is going to automate a lot of tasks, especially the repetitive stuff, the predictable things, maybe the jobs that aren't the most exciting anyway.
Exactly. Think about factory robots doing assembly line work, or chatbots handling basic customer service questions, freeing up humans for trickier problems.
Or even data entry, like pulling info from forms.
Yep, AI tools can do that increasingly well. And that automation leads to efficiency, cost savings for businesses, but it can reduce the need for people in those specific roles.
And that efficiency boost, well, the sources do point towards job displacement. It's kind of hard to ignore that possibility for roles that are very routine.
We are seeing it already. Fewer bank tellers needed because of ATMs and online banking.
Right.
Some telemarketing jobs are being replaced by AI callers. Warehouse automation with robots.
Yeah.
The potential is definitely there for AI to replace workers in those routine-heavy jobs, sometimes significantly.
But hang on, it's not all doom and gloom, is it? The materials also mentioned that AI is actually creating new jobs, too. That was interesting.
Absolutely crucial point. As AI grows, new roles are popping up. We need data scientists to curate the data and train the models. We need AI trainers.
AI trainers, what do?
They essentially teach the AI by labeling data, showing it examples. This is a cat, this is a stop sign, this sentence is positive. It helps the AI learn correctly.
So while some jobs might go, these new, often more technical AI-focused jobs are appearing. Sounds like adapting and learning new skills is going to be key.
That's the recurring theme, really, adaptability. And it's not just about brand new tech jobs either. The sources we looked at really emphasize that there are core human skills that AI, well, just can't replicate yet, maybe never fully.
Like what? What are those skills that are still uniquely human?
Well, think about genuine creativity, writing a novel, composing music, designing something truly original, or empathy, understanding, and responding to human emotions, crucial in healthcare, therapy, teaching, leadership, inspiring a team, making complex strategic calls, and critical thinking, solving unexpected problems, dealing with situations that weren't in the training data.
That makes total sense. Jobs needing that, human touch seems safer from complete automation.
Much less likely to be fully replaced, yes. And another big piece is collaboration. It's not always replacement. Often it's humans and AI working together.
Can you give an example of that, human-AI teamwork?
Sure. In medicine, AI might analyze thousands of scans to flag potential issues much faster than a human could.
Okay.
But the doctor uses that analysis, plus their own expertise and patient knowledge, to make the actual diagnosis and decide on treatment. The AI assists, it doesn't replace the doctor's judgment.
Ah, I see. So AI handles the data crunching, the human handles the interpretation and decision.
Often, yes. Or in education, maybe AI grades multiple choice tests, freeing up the teacher to give more personalized feedback on essays or help students who are struggling.
Or marketing.
AI could analyze market trends from vast data sets, but humans still craft the creative campaign, the message, the strategy. It's a partnership.
Okay, so the picture is less about total job destruction and more transformation. Some repetitive tasks get automated, maybe some job losses there, but new roles emerge, and AI becomes a tool to boost our productivity.
That seems to be the most likely trajectory based on what we're seeing. It really underscores the need for flexibility, for lifelong learning, for adapting to use these tools effectively.
Yeah, embracing it as a collaborator, not just fearing it as a replacement.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've looked at what AI is, how it might change work. Now let's tackle something that causes maybe even more anxiety. Is AI dangerous?
Yeah, it's vital we talk about this. Because while the potential benefits are enormous, the materials we reviewed are right to flag significant risks if AI isn't developed and deployed responsibly. You can't just look at the upsides.
And one big area of concern seems to be how AI could be misused or have unintended negative consequences.
That's a major one. Because AI systems learn from data. If that data reflects existing biases, well, the AI can actually amplify them.
Like biases in hiring.
Exactly. An AI trained on historical hiring data, where maybe men were favored for certain roles, might learn that bias and perpetuate it, screening out qualified women unfairly. Or facial recognition systems that are less accurate for people with darker skin tones.
Right, leading to misidentification. That's serious.
Very serious. It can lead to unfair treatment, discrimination, reinforcing societal inequalities without us even realizing it's happening algorithmically.
And then there's the whole privacy issue. These systems collect so much data.
A huge concern. AI tools can analyze incredible amounts of personal information. Think about smart speakers potentially listening, AI surveillance tracking movements, social media algorithms predicting your behavior, maybe better than you know it yourself.
It raises big questions about constant monitoring, losing control over our own information, how that data could be misused.
Absolutely. Who owns the data? How is it secured? Are we consenting to how it's used? These are critical privacy questions we need answers to.
And maybe the scariest potential, weaponization.
That's a deeply serious concern discussed in the sources. AI being used in military technology, autonomous weapons.
Drones that could make kill decisions without human intervention.
That's the potential nightmare scenario people worry about. Autonomous targeting raises huge ethical and legal questions. Plus, AI-powered cyber attacks or deepfakes used for propaganda or manipulation.
Deepfakes, yeah. Those fake videos that look incredibly real.
Exactly. They can be used to destabilize politics, ruin reputations. The potential for malicious use is significant and quite frightening. Lethal, untraceable conflict is a possibility.
And another risk mentioned was job polarization, making inequality worse.
Yeah. The worry is that AI benefits highly skilled workers. The engineers building it, the analysts using it, while displacing lower-skilled workers in routine jobs, widening the gap between the haves and have-nots.
If those displaced workers don't get opportunities to reskill.
Right, they could be left behind, leading to greater economic inequality, maybe even social unrest. It's a real socioeconomic risk.
So, given all these potential dangers, bias, privacy invasion, weapons, inequality, it sounds like oversight is absolutely crucial. We need rules, right?
Absolutely essential. Strong ethical frameworks and clear legal regulations are needed. We can't just let this technology develop unchecked.
We need rules to ensure fairness, protect privacy, prevent harmful uses.
And encourage transparency. Knowing how these systems make decisions is important. It's encouraging that steps are being taken, like the EU AI Act, or initiatives focused on responsible AI development.
So it's about finding that balance, harnessing the good while actively mitigating the bad.
Precisely. Proper oversight is key to ensuring AI is used safely, fairly, and for the benefit of everyone, not just a select few. It's about managing the risks proactively.
Okay, so wrapping this up, it's undeniable. AI is a seriously powerful, multifaceted technology. Not just one thing, but this collection of tools.
Right, ML, NLP, computer vision, robotics.
That have the potential to completely revolutionize huge parts of our lives. How we work, how we live, healthcare, transport, everything.
It presents these incredible opportunities, but also, as we've discussed, some really significant challenges around jobs, safety, fairness, privacy.
It really does.
Yeah. It's this dual-edged sword we need to handle very carefully.
So as we finish this deep dive, maybe something for you, the listener, to think about. In this future that's clearly being shaped by AI, what's your role going to be?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What skills do you think will become more valuable? Which of these ethical concerns resonate most with you?
And maybe most importantly, how can you stay informed and, maybe even contribute to making sure this AI future is a responsible one? Lots to think about.